Who's living rent free?
That's right.
Yeah, it's me, Zeus. Feeling good, everything's alright. I got my head high, and I'm shining all bright like a light. Walking down the street, people looking at me, and I don't really care what they think, 'cause I'm living rent free. Yeah, I said I'm living rent free. Yeah, I said I'm living rent free. Yeah, and I don't care what they say, 'cause I'm living rent free. La la la, can't nobody bring me down. La la la, standing tall and proud. La la la, living life how I wanna. La la la, can't nobody tell me I can't. I got my crew with me, we're unstoppable.
That's right.
Making moves and achieving the impossible. Haters gonna hate, but we don't listen. We gonna keep doing what we do and keep winning. Life's too
There
short
you
to
go.
keep living in fear.
That's
Gotta
right.
take chances and persevere. Don't let nobody hold you back, keep pushing forward. Stay on track, don't make me have to play back. I'm living rent free in your mind.
Yep.
I'm here to stay.
Talk about
Don't waste your time. You thinking you can evict me? No, I'm taking up space, 'cause guess what? I'm the star. I'm feeling good, everything's alright. I got my head high, and I'm shining all bright like a light. Walking down the street, people looking at me, and I don't really care what they say, 'cause I'm living rent
God
free.
bless President
Yeah, I said
Biden.
I'm living rent free. Yeah, I said I'm living rent free. Yeah, and I don't care what they say, 'cause I'm living rent free. La la la, rent free in your mind.
That's
La la
right.
la, never confined. La la la, it's about dang time. La la la, the tenant you can't decline. I'm the voice that you can't ignore. I'm the thought that you can't afford. So leave your mind and set you free. I'm the rent-free tenant. Now can't you see? I'm the memory that you can't erase. I'm the image that you can't ever replace. I'm the feeling that you can't resist. I'm the rent-free tenant that you can't dismiss. Now can I get a witness?
Let's go.
I'm living rent-free in your mind. I'm living large, yeah, never confined. Got you thinking all about me all the time. I'm the tenant, living rent-free in your mind. I'm feeling good, everything's alright. I got my head high, and I'm shining all bright like a light.
I guess I gotta be back.
People looking at me, and I don't really care what they say, 'cause I'm living rent-free.
Yep.
Yeah, I said I'm living rent-free. Yeah, I said I'm living rent-free. Yeah, and I don't care what they say, 'cause I'm living rent-free.
I don't care what they say about me, because, ladies and gentlemen, you know it. I am living rent-free in their minds, and so are all of you. So to my Democrat friends out there, or those of you who like to live for truth, give yourselves a round of applause. God bless President Joseph R. Biden. Wow, did you see his speech today? Oh my goodness. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some bass up in it. Little Hawk, what's going on, brother? So, we have President Biden, who has came out and put the members of the Republican Party on blast, because once again, we have caught them not protecting our children, okay, and stopping or making an attempt to stop the student loan debt relief. Now, I don't know if my Republican friends on the right got a chance to see it, but if not, you can go look at my page. Go check out the video. Dark Brandon struck again. He said, you're going to get that student loan debt relief, because he's not giving up. And you know it's Dark Brandon when he leans in. When he leans in like that, that means, oh, you are in trouble. Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. See, the thing is, they can't win at the ballot box. So this is their best attempt. They thought they had us this morning. You should have seen them. I go into all of these lives. I got my friends on the right. I'm the host, Zeus. I'm the host. You listen to me. This is when you know they're full of themselves, right? This is my live. What I say is the truth. And President Biden lied to all of you. He took advantage of you. This is what they were saying. Liberal tears. Right? And I kept trying to tell him. I said, listen, nobody is crying over here, okay? Sometimes you got to take a step back, go a little this way, a little that way, hit them with a crossover, and then bam, you go in for the score. Good morning, good afternoon, Shay. Welcome back. Yes, the reason I had to do this special edition, Closet of the Truth, is because there's a lot of misinformation going on out here on TikTok right now. These folks on the right, they're saying the Democrats are over here crying. They said Zeus. They said Zeus was crying, right? So I said, well, I got to get on TikTok and show the world I'm not crying about what the Supreme Court did. Look at this guy right here, President Joseph R. Biden. The Biden-Harris record, ladies and gentlemen, is probably going to go down in history as one of the best presidential records we have ever lived to witness and experience, right? Here we are. It's 2023, right? And people go, well, Zeus, didn't he lie to you? Didn't Biden lie to you? I said, well, no. Biden did not lie to the American people. No. We know what the folks on the right did to the Supreme Court. Okay, they took one of those justices from Barack Obama. Okay, and then Trump, with his criminal conduct, Donald J. Trump was a criminal. We all know it. They say, Zeus, why do you say he's guilty? I said, look at it. The score is 71-0, right? Trump got 71 felonies he's facing. President Biden has none. And this guy with 71 felonies somehow got the opportunity to put people on the Supreme Court. And then you wonder why the nation is like it is. I'm not shocked. This is what happens when you get a Republican president that's full of crime, doing dirt, doing crime. They said, Zeus, why was Trump impeached? You should have seen this live that I was in. These folks on the right don't even know why Trump was impeached. They said he was impeached because of the Russia collusion. Do your research. He was impeached because he was trying to get Ukraine to give him dirt on this guy, Joe Biden, okay? And the second reason he was impeached is because what? His insurrection conduct. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump is the reason in the United States of America, the bad things that are going on, right? He is the reason why we are in this current situation. Donald Trump is the reason why the Republican Party doesn't have a leg to stand on. Donald Trump is the reason why President Biden is now the president of the United States. CSC Ward, whoa. Listen, let me get my cloth to wipe myself, okay? Because it's getting hot over here. Now, what exactly am I wrong about, CSC Ward? Come on now. You know I don't get out here to play games. We are all adults. You want to play? Go play with these kids in high school and junior high and stuff. Don't get on TikTok and start playing with Zeus. Labrador, nice to see you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So, the more the Republicans mess up, what they do is they give us a wide open lane, the Democrats to score. So that's why I'm not sad. Oh no, I count it all joy, ladies and gentlemen. And you should have seen what President Biden had to say. He got out there. You see those eyes? Look into his eyes, Trump supporters. Look into Trump's eyes. He got up there, and I chose this picture for a very good reason. Double barrel microphones, okay? Joe Biden told him, give me 2 microphones. I'm going in to the lion's den today because these Republican treasonous folks, he didn't say that word, but I know he was thinking it. These treasonous. Yes, thank you. These treasonous Republicans, they get out here and they say they care so much about the kids. They got all this loan forgiveness through the PPP loan forgiveness, but when we ask them to stand up and to help these kids, they fall to their knees and they turn down doing what they know they should do, right? So Biden gets in there in front of these double-barreled microphones, and what did he do? What did his administration do, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, he announced, and I'm going to read it, okay, because I don't want you to miss nothing. I don't want you to miss nothing. His administration is laying out a new path for student loan debt relief. Woo! You can't make this stuff up, folks. You mean to tell me he had something queued up for when the Supreme Court fumbled the play? He had a backup play? Wow. In this plan, ladies and gentlemen, he said, will help as many Americans as possible, but it might take a little longer. You know what? Sometimes you got to go slow to go faster. That's what one of these old school friends of mine told me. So Biden gets it. He gets it, ladies and gentlemen. He's not giving up on his promise that he made to these students. What he said that I found to be most powerful is he said he got out here, okay, on his campaign trail and even throughout his administration, he has been promising relief to students, okay? These students, they almost could touch this relief with their bare hands. And then like a true devil, like the true devil in that Bible they like to read, they tried to steal the joy from these kids. Shame! Shame on you in the Republican Party. You don't want to forgive student loan debt, but you want God to forgive you of your debts? Huh? I know I'm talking to somebody out there. You don't want to forgive someone else, but you want to be forgiven every step of the way. You want your soul forgiven. You want your businesses forgiven. I can't battle right now. I don't battle on TikTok. The only thing I'm battling right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a bunch of these demons out here who are spreading lies and misinformation. So yes, you want to be forgiven, but you don't want to forgive the kids. Republicans, I just want to thank you because by you continually failing the next generation, all you are doing is helping the Democrat Party make sure we not only get the votes, but we also capture the wonderful work that those in the next generation are going to be doing to help make this country a better place. So to the Republicans, thank you for your failures. And I'm glad I saw that comment. Somebody in the comments says, why don't you pay your own bills? Is that what you say? Why don't you pay your own bills? Well, let me tell you something, sir, or whoever you are. I know it's one of those counts that don't got a lot of followers. These folks are out here doing just what you said. But the problem is, it ain't enough. And why isn't it enough? Didn't you just tell me a few months ago that this inflation was breaking the bank? So don't get in here and start asking folks to pay their own bills. If it ain't enough, make it enough. And that's what President Biden was making an attempt to do. If you don't want your student loan debt forgiven, then don't take advantage of the program. It's very simple. But these are the same folks. They said when Obama was in office, oh, we don't want that Affordable Care Act. They said this. You should see these folks, right? I know these people in real life. You should see it. Oh, no, we don't want the government telling us that we need to have health care. Guess what? 2 years passed. You hear about these folks, they in the hospital and they're getting covered, right? They get covered by Barack Obama's, they call it Obamacare, or some like to say Affordable Care Act. They're getting covered by the same health care plan that they said they didn't like. Okay, now they love it. Oh my gosh, that Obamacare did something. Oh, we need that. Where is the repeal and replace with Obamacare, huh? You never did it. We know what you do. Democrats put a plan in motion. It works. The whole time it gets there, you say, oh, no, it's terrible. Then it gets implemented. Guess what you're doing? You're the first ones to go tell your constituents, look at what we're doing in government to help you. Knowing good and well you're lying. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That's why they don't like me out here on TikTok. But I guess what? As long as the good Lord lets me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue to bring you all the truth. President Biden, Barack Obama, and a lot of Democrats are the ones you should be voting for and supporting, because the Republican Party, they stand for what? Confusion, lies, and misinformation. They want to take away women's reproductive freedoms, and they don't want to protect these kids. You know what they're doing. They're trying to cause harm to these children. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me today, and I'm going to open up these boxes because I got to let some of my friends that are here talk, because I know they've heard the same nonsense that I heard today. The Democrats are crying. We're not crying. We're doing the work that you should be doing. We're out here having to clean up after you. And I would argue we are actually more holy than you. You said you keep your faith, you keep all that Bible stuff to yourself. Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, faith without works is dead. Okay? You know a tree by its fruits, according to that scripture. And an evil tree cannot bring forth good fruit. So I expect nothing less of the Republican Party than more corrupt and evil fruit. Though they pretend and they get out there and they try to tell you that they want to help these kids, I want to ask that you all exercise caution. Whenever somebody like that comes around you and they try to tell you they're helping the kids, exercise a lot of caution, because what they are trying to do is grandstand and manipulate. So, to my Democrat friends in the next generation, Gen Z, join me in giving the Republicans another shame. Shame on you. Let's open up those boxes. Let's open up these boxes. Shame on those of you in the Republican Party. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause if you survived that was a verbal rebuke of the Republican Party. And to my friends on the right, I don't know how many of them are still in here, but listen up, you Trump supporters, you January Sixers, who you know I have a high disdain, a distaste, disgusting taste in my mouth towards you. You attack the United States Capitol. If you do not like this level of truth, then you can exit stage left from this live. The Democrats are not crying today, all right? But don't take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you
here.
can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time,
that's right.
Very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
That's right.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
You're just nasty. You're just nasty. All right, let's talk to the people out here. I know a lot of people. talk, and I'm going to try to make sure I filter all of them. Okay, get to all of you. Good afternoon, Toy. How are you doing?
I'm good. The weekend has started. I'm very excited because this is an extended one for those people's holiday on Tuesday.
Right. It's an extended weekend for a lot of people, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got anything exciting planned, okay? Because what I want to make sure is that you're doing great, okay? You haven't been crying today, have you?
Absolutely not. I was upset about the ruling,
Mm-hmm.
but as these people say, Joe Biden's been in office for 1,000,001 years and he's not getting anything done.
Right.
This proves that he's accomplished a lot and seen a lot through his 40 odd years in office because
Mm.
he had a contingency for the Supreme Court taking down his student loan debt. Like
He
he
did.
foresaw that this could be a possibility, and now he has another route, which is the 1965 Higher Education um,
Tell him.
Loan Act. So I believe
Tell
that's
him.
what it's called. So that's interesting. I just looked at it a little bit, and it's about
Mm-hmm.
increasing federal aid to schools and lowering the rate of at which loans are given, and so they're not predatory,
Right.
and increasing scholarships and things of that nature. So
Right.
I believe that he has a plan in place, and in conjunction with Secretary Cardona, I believe it is. I think
That
they're going to
is
sort this
right.
out. It's not what we expected, but it's going to be more than any Republican has ever given us. And
Exactly. Thank you. Okay, so
yeah,
I like how you alluded to he had a contingency plan, almost like what is his name, Batman, right?
yeah,
He-
of course. For
right. We
somebody
know,
that's sleepy, he sure is awake and alert.
right, right. The Republicans are about to see that they're going to take another L to President Biden again, and,
Yep.
and it's the most fun experience I've ever lived to witness. They think this is it. They think they got the Democrats with this one. But Biden came out.
Yeah,
He
this is
didn't
a
even
gotcha
wait
for
24
them. Yeah.
hours. Huh?
This is a yeah, this they think this is a gotcha, and it really isn't. It's actually embarrassing, specifically when he mentioned the PPP loans that so many people got, including people in Congress.
Mm,
And it seemed to be okay for billionaires, and how they're concerned with the wealthy. He said the privilege. He was like, it's
mm,
funny how they're concerned with the privilege. That's really, and he kind of chuckled. And I was
mm.
like, yeah, it's good that America can see where their priorities are are
Right,
placed.
right.
And those of us that want to receive and accept the truth are going to receive and accept the truth. And those of us that want to stay in the rabbit hole of
Mm,
lunacy are going to stay there. And that's fine because we're not fighting for them at this point anymore. If they benefit, so be it. But
right.
yeah.
Yeah. And I'm so glad that you have the courage to point that out. Because yes, these folks, they got these PPP loans, right? and
Mm-hmm.
and then they sought forgiveness, right? Like they really got down on their knees and asked the government to forgive them of those debts. But then these
Mm-hmm.
same hypocrites will turn around and tell these children of the next generation, the future, the ones they say they're trying to protect, and they will say, "Oh, I don't got nothing for you. I can't do nothing for you." Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah,
in conjunction with shooting down affirmative action as well, they're
yeah.
just they're telling on themselves at this point, and
Hmm.
it's really disheartening and disconcerting. And the fact that palm colored women are the ones that disproportionately benefit from affirmative action is
Mm,
really going to start to become apparent to them, and they're going to
mm.
be like, "Oop, maybe we shouldn't have done that." But at that point, it's going to be too late because you can't undo what you decided to do. I say we
You
stack the court. Forget
yeah. You make your
respectability
bed.
politics, and you lay in it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell them. Now. There's
Yeah.
this
Go ahead.
person out there. These people. They go. You need to pay your own bills. Do they know about that guy Donald Trump? Does Donald
Right.
Trump pay his own bills, or do you,
No, we pay his bills.
pay his
Yeah.
bills?
And when I say we, I don't mean the people that just sent him money, because obviously I didn't send him any money,
Oh
but
no,
the taxpayers, when
I don't
he
send
needed the
Trump no
Secret
money.
Service to stay in his hotels and
Right.
for absorbent amounts of money, like we were footing that bill because he wanted to play golf for 180 out of the 365 odd days a year,
Right.
every year that he's been president. It's absurd and it's
Yeah.
disgusting and it's hypocritical, but that is on brand for the Republican Party or the MAGA Party or the Independents or whatever they're calling themselves these days
Oh,
to,
we ought to call them
separate themselves
we ought
from
to call them
Trump.
hypocrites. The hypocrite party. That's what they are.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
They got
absolutely
every
are the hypocrite
excuse.
party.
They got every excuse for why they can't do the right thing. Isn't that amazing? It's probably one of the most impressive skills I've seen them have. Anytime they have an opportunity to do the right thing, listen, all you got to do is just this one thing right. What do? They figure out how to mess it up. It's like they're the opposite of an Albert Einstein, right?
Literally agents of chaos.
I don't know where they get this stuff from. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're running around with their hollow heads thinking that they're saying something, and they
Yeah.
have gotcha moments when they literally have nothing. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. So to the
But
Trump
I
supporters.
also saw an article. I also saw an article that said that Trump may have allegedly, for educational purposes, doxed Obama, and some criminal went to his house, looking like they were going to do something, or the area where he resides, looking like they were going to do something not legal.
Oh,
I still have to look into that some more.
Purposes only, I would say, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that's what Trump supporters did, because I don't think they can actually draft policies and get them passed. That's too much. That's too much labor. Yeah. That's too much work. But what I do think Trump supporters are great at doing, and I must say, is doing ridiculous things that are criminally, actually, let me be frank, breaking the law, right? They're very good at breaking the law, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. And then the other decision from the court.
Listen to it. I'm going to have to bring some of our friends up, all right? But it was so nice to check in with you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to chat with you.
I don't even think I need to say
absolutely, always.
Right? We don't need
not at all.
Right. We've been out here having a great time today. It's Friday. Listen, and enjoy the sun. Happy 4th of July. Keep your spirits up and do not let these hypocrites rain on your parade. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right.
Be good. Enjoy your weekend. Be one of the greatest TikTok hosts. Get rid of these fake hosts. I appreciate you. Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
You're absolutely welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful toy. So I want to make sure I get that back to the person who said you want to pay your own bills. People should pay their own bills. I want you to direct that message to Donald J. Trump, who is currently facing 71 felonies and on the verge of possibly getting another 45 of them from Jack Smith. You tell him, stop asking you for your money and tell him to pay his own bills, since he's so rich, right? Since he's so wealthy. You tell Donald Trump to pay his own bills. And tell Jared Kushner to give back that $2 billion. Tell Ivanka Trump to give back all that money, because that money is not theirs, especially the money they made and took from the American people. Like Toy just said, he was charging the Secret Service to stay in his hotels. Are you kidding me? Why does the American taxpayer have to pay for his Secret Service to stay in his hotel? Don't get in here on your so-called high horse and start talking about pay your own bills. Cut it out, especially when I know those of you who are saying that you're probably on some form of welfare or getting that Affordable Care Act, and you're probably one of these people getting your student loan put on pause by President Biden. Miss me with that nonsense. I know a hypocrite when I see one. Okay, anybody out here trying to point a finger, remember that there's always three more pointing at you. Okay, look at the man or woman in the mirror. Good afternoon, attacking.
Oh, good afternoon,
Sing it, brother.
Zeus.
Have you been crying today?
Oh, hell no, I've been jumping up in joy because I got the greatest audio clips of some Trump-loving, uneducated people.
Hello.
So in a certain group of people, you had the guy up today, I think he calls himself God.
Wait a
They
second.
were talking about Donald Trump's impeachment.
Oh,
And saying that he's not really impeached.
what?
Yes. They said he's not impeached because he was acquitted.
What?
Yes. They said because he was acquitted, he's not impeached and it's not real. But they don't realize that it's two separate divisions doing this.
Oh.
So, like what I do and like you do, I check things out, Zeus.
All right, Tara, is he checking them out? Tara, tell us if he's
And
being
I
honest.
came
Ladies and
across-
gentlemen, tell me if attacking is being honest. Was
I came
Donald Trump
across
impeached?
a Jonathan Turley, a George Washington University legal professor.
Oh.
Yeah, a Trump lover too. A Trump lover too.
Oh,
And
has
he
he
said
met Jack
that,
Smith?
in the Constitution, there is no clause to remove an impeachment from a person being impeached. That once you are impeached, you are impeached. Oh, but it gets even better. It gets even better. It gets even better due to the fact that you have two Republicans. You have Marjorie Taylor Greene and you have Lee Stefanik.
Oh.
Trying to have his impeachment expunged. So the thing is this.
What?
These people in TikTok, these so-called Trump-loving idiots who don't check out information are saying that his impeachment is fake, then why are these Republicans trying to get his impeachment expunged if it's not real? Please tell me. Please tell me, why would somebody try to expunge something that is fake? They're in government. As you sit upon your little computer stool,
Keep it clean. You were
in
about
front
to
of a
do
camera.
something dirty.
I said computer stool in front of a
Okay.
camera saying
Okay.
that the impeachment is fake.
Yeah.
As Republicans in office right now are trying to expunge it. So I made a video.
You got a video?
I did. I made a video.
Wow.
I used
what
their
a
words.
man.
I used factual information. I used Jonathan Turley's comment that once you're impeached, you're always going to be impeached.
Right.
Oh my God. And that's just it. When it comes to information and facts, I hate to say it. And it hurts me to say it.
I'm listening, though.
These guys just don't want to check the facts in regards to anything that they say. They say that if you're acquitted, you're not guilty.
Oh.
So if they're going to try to use legal terminology,
What law dictionary did they get that definition from? Is that real? Because you know.
I think the Cracker Jack dictionary that you get in the box. So if you're going to try to say that's using the legally acquitted as not being held liable, whatever it might be, liable means they're being held liable for an action that they did,
Right.
which they have to be financially responsible for,
Right.
which means that Donald Trump assaulted a woman.
Oh!
So, by the way, again, so for you Trump lovers who don't do your research, you stop talking about the impeachment. He's impeached. Bill Clinton's impeached.
Right.
And I forget the other guy, Jackson's impeached. They just weren't removed.
Right.
Two different entities, two separate actions.
Thank you.
The impeachment is forever throughout history, for the rest of history, until the earth crumbles away into a dust storm.
Thank you. I thank you so much, Attacking, for reminding those folks on the
Oh,
right.
by the way, I love using other people's words.
Oh.
I really do, because it just shows.
You didn't need much. You didn't need much.
It's more important to show other people's words and lack of intelligence than us saying the truth about actions. Let them speak for themselves. Let them show that they're uneducated, immoral, unethical, because that is the honest, true them.
Now you've taken a page out of my book. Wow,
I'm learning. I'm learning, Zeus. I am learning. I'm trying to be a nicer person. But boy, I sure do like getting into the mud, my man.
I know. It does feel good sometimes, especially on a hot summer day. I get it.
A hot summer day. So
Yeah,
I'll step down, and you can let somebody else up who, besides myself, also has an education. Save the less fortunate, like God and conservative Lynn, for last.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, brother Attacking. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Closet of Truth. Listen to what I'm trying to say. For those of you who keep coming into the comment section, and maybe you're tardy to the party, right? You know you shouldn't be late, okay? Because when you're late, you miss all of the important information. President Joseph R. Biden has addressed the nation, and he has stood up to the United States Supreme Court and their MAGA ways. And he has made it crystal clear. Let me repeat what he did say. He said he is laying out a new path forward for student loan debt relief, which will help as many Americans as possible. We're not going to waste any time on this, President Biden said. We're getting a move on it, President Biden said. It's going to take a little longer, but we're getting at it right away. So, to those of you who were out here saying that the liberals and the Democrats are crying, take a good look. I'm going to actually take a pause. I'm going to take a screenshot. Okay, now send that to your friends and tell them, look at Zeus. Doesn't he look like he's crying? And by the way, I have the receipts of all of President Biden's accomplishments. All right, we can talk about infrastructure. We can talk about that Afghanistan withdrawal. You name it, we can talk about it. But one thing we must all do, and say it with me, ladies and gentlemen, God bless President Joseph R. Biden. I wouldn't want another president to be in office at a time like this. Not with Russia, not with China, not with North Korea and all of this internal division going on in the United States. There's not another president I could think of that I want in that White House helping to make sure we clean house. And I'm going to say it again to the Republican Party. This live is for you. We are once again saying it. Shame on you. Shame on you. All right. All right. Shame on the Republican Party. Good afternoon, Diva. Hello. How are you? Hello, Diva. Are you there? Diva.
Hi. Yeah. Hi.
Sometimes I understand you travel from a land far away to get here, but I'm so glad that you're here. How are you feeling today?
Me too.
How are you feeling today? I know you're busy.
Frustrated, but I'm sure I'm amongst.
Huh?
I said frustrated, probably like everybody else.
Why? Why? Count it all joy. We're cheerful. Did you hear Biden today standing up?
I've been in a meeting. No, I've heard since you talked about it, but I didn't see it live when
okay.
I heard. Yeah, I heard you say that you were that he was going to think of another way.
Yeah, he's got another path lined up. He has another solution. He said he's not giving up on these students, okay? And he's using, what is it, the Higher Education Act of 1965 to go ahead and provide that relief that he said he promised to these students, right? And I said, that's incredible. He didn't even let this thing cycle in the news for 24 hours. He got right out there and stood up and faced America, right? Wouldn't you say that's a great example of leadership?
Well, absolutely. I think he already had that in his back pocket anyway,
Ooh.
because he knew, I mean, he has to know that our SCOTUS is corrupt and he probably figured they're going to go against them because it's what the Republicans wanted.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure he had this in his back pocket all along.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what does that say about the Supreme Court, though? You said something. They're corrupt.
They're
What
corrupt.
does it say about these folks who get out here and they say they want to help the kids, right? We want to help the kids, but when we ask them to do it, they fail every single time. What does that say about them?
It says that it's not about the kids at all. It's never been about the kids.
Oh, wow.
It's about power, it's about control. If they cared about the kids, and they would have voted in the universal free lunch that they voted down last week.
Ha! Tell them, Diva. They
I
don't
mean,
like it when we tell the truth, but guess what? We're gonna tell it today.
that's all we do around here.
Yeah, yeah. So they took away the lunch for the kids. They don't want to help these kids get an education. Okay. And they call this winning. Do you think this helps them get more voters, or do you think it makes it worse?
Oh, if they thought they made Gen Z mad,
I
um,
love it.
they will. I have a feeling Gen Z is going to be like me and crawl over broken glass to get to the polls.
Hmm. I hear you. I will be doing that exact same thing. And I'm now going to have to ramp it up a little bit. I might actually now have to go back on tour and start turning these battleground states blue again. I think that's what I'm going to have to start doing. All right. Because they didn't open up a can of you know what.
I mean, they have I mean, I want to ask my Republican friends that are out there and listening
Ask
right
them.
now.
Please
I
ask.
just want to know what is one thing that the Republican Party has passed for the good of the country, for everyone.
Let me look at that too. Can they answer it, please? Snuggles. Name one thing. I know you're here and you're calling yourself something. I don't know what you probably call yourself now. What is one thing that the Republicans have done that is
Oh yeah,
good for?
somebody put in the comments the tax code. Yeah, where the top per 1% gets all the tax breaks.
Oh
Brilliant.
God. Tax
Um,
code. Oh my
No,
God.
the Republican Party has done, they have taken away my rights as a woman. Number
Right.
two, they have marginalized or taken rights away from LGBTQ and trans people. They are, now the affirmative action. I mean, what have they given? They have given us nothing,
Mm,
but they are taking it all away.
mm,
I don't know
mm.
why anyone would vote for these pieces of garbage.
Well, I don't have any answers for that, but you know where I stand with these Trump supporters, these January Sixers, these folks that like to engage in these crimes of Donald J. Trump and go after the human rights. You all should be ashamed.
They have no shame.
I got a lot of shame to hand out this afternoon because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Dark Brandon mixed with Zeus, you get what you get. And now Diva, you get what you get, ladies and gentlemen. Diva, can I ask you a couple of more questions now? So
Sure.
you said that the Gen Z, because I see some people out there, they're saying this is actually helping Trump get the Gen Z vote. What do you have to say to those people?
Oh, sorry. Maybe
Oh,
my laugh gave it away.
right,
But
right.
I have Gen Z kids. I can tell you it is not popular because you know what happens? The
What's that?
baby boomers secured the future for themselves. The baby boomers didn't have to pay college tuition. They could go for $90 a semester, some ridiculous
Oh,
stuff like that. And
oh,
so they changed the laws. They changed the amount of college. They
wow.
changed all of this stuff. They secured their future. They secured the Social Security for them.
Mm,
They've secured everything for them for getting up in age. Now they can just bump all the rest of us. They don't care.
wow. Wow. Mm.
And so
Again, shame on
you,
the Republican Party. Look at
you
that.
have all
Once
these
again.
Gen Zers who can't afford to live. They have to live with their parents. They can't afford to live on their own. They can't
Wow.
afford even an apartment, no matter how hard they work. We
Mm,
sold them a bill of goods growing up. Go to school, get an education, get a college education. The
right.
world is yours. You can do anything. You can be anything. They
Mm.
can't do diddly squat because they're saddled with the cost of everything.
Thank you. Thank you. But didn't the Republicans didn't they benefit from that PPP loan stuff?
All half the members of Congress, if not all of them.
Right. So they out here getting it, living great, eating good food, and then they're telling us to enjoy the scraps and we should be grateful for it, right?
That is correct.
What a
And
shame.
they didn't have to pay it back.
Wow.
Not a penny. They got
We should
thousands. They got.
demand that they pay that back now, right? We should demand they pay it back.
I think
Pay
that
that
needs to be.
PPP loan money back.
I think that needs to be the next bill that gets brought up by the Democrats.
Yeah.
That the PPP loans need to be paid back now. Thank you
Only
very much.
if you are a MAGA supporter, okay? You don't support student loan debt. If you are one of those folks, yeah, go ahead and pay it all back. And you know what? Do us a little bit of a favor and put some interest on it. All right?
Yep,
I'm
do us a
talking.
solid.
I'm talking about at least 80% interest too.
You go with that.
Think I care? You did. Oh, they said pay your mortgage. How many of you got your mortgage paused? Okay, you remember the forbearance? How many of you benefited from that?
Through COVID and
Yeah,
renters couldn't be
they.
renters. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure the American taxpayers have probably paid your mortgage and more. So cut it out. Keep sending me great ideas to talk about. Okay, I appreciate it. All right, listen. All right, Diva. Now, any plans for this weekend before we wrap this up? Because some of your friends want to be. They got something to say too. We're on fire this afternoon.
Well, I'm just going to be perfectly honest. I am probably not going to celebrate on Tuesday because I do not have independence as a woman.
Mm.
I do not
And
have the right to bodily autonomy. I
mm,
cannot make decisions about my body. The government owns my uterus. So, no
wow,
thanks.
wow, wow. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and congratulate you for choosing to do just that. If you don't want to have to celebrate this, you don't have to. And none of you better say a word about her making that choice. Okay? Don't you believe that the government shouldn't be in people's business? Diva,
And
listen.
if you don't have a uterus, you have nothing to say about it. So,
Nothing.
shut up.
Shut it up. Diva, you got him. I thank you so much for your honesty and integrity all the time in these lives. All right?
Thank you, sir. You have a wonderful weekend. I'll still have a fun weekend. I'm just going to celebrate it a little differently.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'll be right there with you in spirit, all right?
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful diva a round of applause.
Thank you, Zeus.
All right, you as well. All right, and listen, have as much fun as you can. All
I
right,
will.
now, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting right back to business. All right, why I have President Biden right there, smack dab behind me, with double-barreled microphones, is because I want to make sure that you understand that it's like the Power Rangers, right? You know, it's morphin' time, whatever it is. You know, you got the Transformers coming together. You got Zeus and Dark Brandon out here issuing double doses of truth with all of my friends in the kingdom. You may have thought you got a victory today, to my friends on the right, but you didn't. You didn't. No. President Biden came out, stood to attention like a true commander-in-chief, and he gave it to you, and he made it very clear. You are hypocrites. So to the Republicans, once again, a lot of shame. Listen. Don't boo me. If you don't want to be here, you can leave.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
that's right.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too.
Yeah.
But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Listen to your leader. All right, Takesha, how are you doing this afternoon?
Nice. Good. How are you this afternoon?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Like I ate 200 boxes of Frosted Flakes.
Listen, when my commander-in-chief stood at attention.
Right there, this guy.
And said to the Supreme Court, I know your kind, but I've already got a plan in my hand.
Ooh.
I had the plan before you made your demand. Oh, yeah. I'm going to work it out without a doubt.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Go ahead, let the church say amen.
Listen, he going to work it out without a doubt. Oh, I tell you now. It's coming. He already knew what he was working with.
So right. He did.
Listen. When they first said that they was going to do the blocking, he already had his plan in his pocket.
Right, he did.
Because what he's not is laid down lame Trump.
Oh!
He tried something. Look, he tried something one time. It's over. Ness's Code's gonna pay for the wall. No, we're not. Okay. I'm gonna repeal and replace Obamacare. No, you're not. Okay. I'm gonna drain the swamp. Just give me a pack of those little swimmer diapers, and I'm gonna get in the swamp with you. Okay. Hey. That's what he is.
Wow. You saying his name is One Pump Trump?
One pump, and that pump ain't pumping.
I get with you. You already explaining me. Where you get this stuff from?
Listen, and the Republicans. Okay. Now the Republicans, they want to make you have a baby, starve it when it's here, and get thoughts and prayers when it dies. They don't care about. They don't care about the children.
They don't.
They don't care about nothing but staying wealthy. Like Marsha Blackburn with her home economic degree. She should have went to cosmetology. Maybe she'll know her hair too thick on the sides. She need to thin that out with a razor. But anyway.
You hitting my note about. Let's go.
You heard what I said.
I did.
Little Miss Home Ec in the Senate now. Ain't even qualified to sit on the seat. But anyway.
Preach.
I was in a live, right? Because I go around stalking.
Okay, do you? You do.
That's what I do. That's what I do. They come for me, I go for them. Because this one guy, he made the comment. He said that's why immigrants are gonna always win over blacks because all y'all do is beg. Guess what I told him?
What you tell him? Because that was the devil that was talking through him. That was the devil.
I said just because 15 of y'all live in one house smelling like onions, like y'all done made onion soup in now. Don't try to come for black people.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I called him little onion soup.
Wow. You went that far.
Listen, because y'all packed up in there like some Ziegler winners on a grill. Don't do that. Don't come for my people. Don't do that.
Woo.
Don't do that.
Oh, my God. It's getting hot in here when you listen. I don't know how you do it, but you have a good connection with that truth because the truth is the only thing that could make Zeus laugh like that. Now, listen, you are out here, you said stalking these folks?
I got to, Zeus. Because some of the stuff they say is really ridiculous to me. If you think about it,
Right.
I was on a live and they were saying how Putin was winning the war in Ukraine.
They said that?
Listen, I'm confused because maybe they not watching the same thing I'm watching. But I'm trying to figure out, when did we get all these Putin praisers in the
Right.
United States?
Right. That's a good
We have always
praisers.
we have always been on one accord when
I'm
it
gonna write
came to
that down.
Vladimir Putin.
Mm.
Now we got some out here praising the man.
Putin
And you know where
praisers.
it came from.
Wow.
You know where it came from.
Where? Please update my software. Where did it come from?
It came from Poopy Booty Trump.
Oh, Lord. Shame.
Poopy Booty. Yeah.
Shame on
Anything
you.
he supports, they support. So they probably got pictures of Putin in their house now.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Do you
I'm telling
think do you think that they are accidentally supporting Putin, or do you think they're willfully doing this?
They're willfully anything for their great master. You would think these people were on a golf course trying to get the title for the
Wow.
Masters. Yeah.
Wow. Mm. Wow.
They doing,
I don't know what else to say about this, because you know how I feel about treason in this kingdom.
listen.
Treason will not be tolerated.
To the person in the comment that said Biden don't give a D about black people.
Who said that?
I'm gonna use y'all. It's somebody in the comment. I'm gonna use y'all term on y'all that y'all use for us. Biden has done way more for black people than any other president in the history of presidents, sir.
She's right. She's really right.
Whoever Mr. Bond is, I guess he's Gorilla Glue or whatever since he's Mr. Bond, because he doggone sure can't be talking about James Bond. But anyway, I'm not going to even entertain that nonsense. But yeah, Biden's done more for black people than any other president in the history of presidents.
Do we need to talk about these unemployment numbers Trump supporters?
Talk about it. Bring
Come
it up.
on, listen, let me. Achieved historically low unemployment rates, okay, after the pandemic caused them to skyrocket. Lowest unemployment rate ever. Okay.
Listen, let's talk about Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Oh, Sister Brown.
Let's talk about Kamala Harris.
Oh, Sister
Let's talk about all the BIPOC people in his cabinet. Let's talk about that.
All the BIPOC people in his cabinet. What more can Biden do to show you that he is an inclusive, diverse person? What more can he do? Show us a picture of Trump's cabinet, and not the one where he keeps the cokes in, okay? Show us a picture of his cabinet and show us a picture of Biden's cabinet. I guarantee you, light years different.
Because out of all those judges that Trump appointed, there were only 7 blacks. That's the only, you couldn't find but 7 qualified black people.
Wow.
To be judges.
Wow, and that was with affirmative action, right?
Listen, that was just
I'm kidding, folks. Listen, don't get mad at me.
That was the coon quota.
That coon quota. Ooh.
7 means complete. That's enough now. No more.
Ooh, I'll tell you, I don't know where you come up with this stuff from, but what a shame.
What a shame.
Shame on Donald
Trump.
Shame.
Everybody
knows. 7, you know? He only knows 7 folks. 7
That's all he knows. Yeah, that's all he only knows 7 black people that are qualified for the bench.
Nasty. Yeah. Well, I want to make sure, and the reason I did this special edition of The Closet of Truth was because there was word around town. They said the Democrats and the liberals were crying today. And I just wanted to make sure they understood. I haven't been crying. Not at all today. I don't cry over no grown folks like that.
Listen,
Have you been crying?
I have not opened my Kleenex because I'm saving them for after Jack Smith convicts their boy, so I can have enough to pass out. So no, I haven't been crying. My Kleenex is still unopened on my dresser.
Oh, okay. So we saving that for Jack Smith.
Listen, you better put some stock in Kleenex because the stock prices are going up after that trial.
Oh, oh! I thought so. You saying you thought it was nasty when we ran out of tissue during the pandemic? When Jack Smith starts to get busy, you saying that they gonna be really looking for that toilet paper and that Kleenex?
The shelves gonna be emptier than Trump's head.
Oh my goodness!
Under the toupee. Under the toupee.
I get it. I get it. And you're right. They will be crying. As a matter of fact, you should see my comments, all the videos that I put up when I do the Jack Smith. They get in there, they go, oh my gosh, Seuss, you got TDS. What about Joe Biden? What about Hunter Biden? And I said, you just brace yourselves, okay? Because you are about to have what they call a nuclear meltdown when Jack Smith finishes up with Donald Trump. All right?
Yes.
Give Jack Smith a round of applause.
Yes.
All right. Well, listen.
So that I just saw you on. I said, let me go in and give Zoop a couple of laughs before the weekend.
All right. I appreciate it. You know, it makes me feel really good to have you come in here and bless the audience with your amazing truth that you know how to bring in a special way. You know how to do it. So thank you so much.
You're so very welcome.
All right. Have a great rest of your day and great weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Takesha a round of applause. See, as you can see, it ain't that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen. The Democrats, we're not crying because the Supreme Court made a mistake. Like I said earlier, we knew they were corrupt. The person that put them in there was corrupt. And like the good book says, if you go read it, it says an evil tree cannot bring forth good fruit. So I do not expect anything good to come out of that Supreme Court. And clearly, neither did President Biden, which is why he has came up with an amazing solution for this student loan debt relief. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring up our next guest. All right, you know her by... Uh-oh. I think you gotta drop it, come back, Shay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Shay a round of applause. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead
and he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. He's deranged.
Who?
Jack Smith. He's deranged. Jack Smith.
God, I love to do that. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Shay, how are you doing?
Good. Is that better?
Yes, that's way better.
Okay, cool.
All right, you know, the reason I did this, we're in the closet of truth, you know, because there's a lie going on. They're saying the Democrats are out here crying liberal tears because of the Supreme Court's decision. Did you see Biden talk today by any chance?
I did. I caught some of it, and I've been reading up on what he's talking about, and I just love how he already had a plan in place and knew this was going to happen. He, you know, he knows the tea leaves. He's been in there a long time. So, and one of the things that I've really enjoyed about him and his administration is that he's really hired good people. You know, you don't hear a lot about what they're doing, but man, you can tell they're just getting things done. And you know, he's put people on it to say, hey, let's do some research. What's another way we can do this? What's another angle we can go at it?
Right.
And I love that he's got good people in place to handle these things. I just say it's fantastic.
Amazing.
And, you know, it took a while to get the border under control, but hey, it's under control now. So
I haven't heard much about the border lately.
no, they don't. You know, it's weird. They don't talk about it much. The last thing I heard about the border was Trump on Truth Social going after DeSantis for going down there.
That's no complaints about the border. Where Title 42 is ending. Oh, we're about to. And I haven't heard a word.
We're gonna get swarmed.
Right. I haven't heard a word. We haven't heard about the border. Have you heard anything about those egg prices? You know, inflation.
No, they haven't really been talking much about that either. It's kind of funny. It's like, It's
Hmm.
like, yeah, the costs of things have come down, and I paid $2.89 for my gallon of gas last
Oh,
night. Yes, it's
what?
under $3 finally.
Wow.
Yes, so
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God. I mean, what about, so you got gas, you said you got the
I got my
eggs.
eggs. I did make my eggs this morning. Everything's good.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, we're
What,
riding with
there,
Biden.
there has to be some, oh, I know.
Hmm.
Did you get any updates on Hunter Biden's laptop?
I have not. Haven't heard much about that either. It's kind of funny.
It's kind of
It's
funny.
kind of funny.
It's
Marjorie Taylor Greene, there was something about that where she's supposedly showing that there's links to getting money to the Biden family, but yet there's no links to Joe.
right.
Comer was just on Fox 5 or whatever they call that.
What was he
Uh,
talking? I'm pretty sure.
uh,
Is his name Jim? Is it James? Which one is that? I can't think.
Jimmy. We'll just call him Jimmy. Why
Jimmy
not?
Comer. Okay, I like
Yeah,
it.
Jimmy Comer. We'll go with that. Why not? And yeah, he was saying that, the guys, Ducey's literally asking him, like, make it easy. Like, tell us if you got anything. He goes, well, I can't yet. Don't have anything yet. We don't know. We don't know anything yet.
Jim Bob.
And they've named a whistleblower, so that's come out.
Oh, we got a
And
whistleblower. Oh, are they a real
yeah,
whistleblower or are they one of
uh,
these self-proclaimed ones? You know.
well, no, they claim that that's the whistleblower, but yet the whistleblower still hasn't tied anything to Joe.
Oh,
Um,
darn it.
yeah, nothing to Joe.
Golly,
I
nothing yet.
know. Nothing.
We
Nothing.
so it sounds like
So sad.
Biden is silencing all of his critics. They ran out of things to complain about. Is that where we're at?
Mhm. I think so. I mean, they're not going to give it up. They're like
Yeah.
the bulldog at the end of a towel. They're not going to give
Oh,
it up. They're just like, "Arr, arr, I'm going to find something. Arr, I'm bound and determined. Arr," you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good luck.
yeah.
Good luck.
Good
Mitt
luck. Okay,
Romney.
well, okay,
Yeah.
good luck to you, MAGA supporters. Best of luck. I hope you can come back with some dirt on President Biden and Hunter
Yeah.
Biden, or
We're
perhaps
working.
you can come back and tell us about what's happening on the border. But it just seems like Biden is taking away all of the things you were complaining about, and there's nothing else left to do.
He's getting things fixed. And then Truth Social, so Donald Trump, I think he posted about this where he whined and said that he felt like the election was stolen.
Oh,
He said feels. He said, I
yeah,
feel like the
yeah, yeah,
election was stolen.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Stollen. The man
Oh,
doesn't know how to spell stolen. I don't know why some member of his staff won't tell him how to spell it. I just think it's kind of funny.
so.
I think his staff just wants to punk him. I don't know what's going on. Like
But this
somebody.
is the same group of people that like to make fun of Biden for his gaffe. So you're saying,
Oh, same people.
wow,
Yeah,
hypocrite is what
kind of
they
funny.
seem like to Zeus.
Yeah, so so he's just sitting here going, and so what he's doing is obviously he's about to get indicted from Fonnie Willis. He always tells us what's going to happen, right?
Right?
So he comes out saying, the case is being dropped against me. And do you remember he did the same thing with the Alvin Bragg's case?
Yeah,
And then boom, he got indicted.
yeah.
Kind of funny. So
He's
so Fonnie,
holding, and he's just like, maybe this time I do it, it works, right?
he always
So,
lets us know what's going to happen. It's kind of funny.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you think our friends on the right, how is that going to go over with them when he gets indicted in Georgia?
Oh,
Do you
Lord.
think they're gonna cry that day, or do you think they're gonna just say, it's a great day because you know what they like to say? I'm glad that he's getting indicted so that we can finally prove he's innocent.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna say. They're gonna keep saying it's a witch hunt. It was a perfect call. They're gonna parrot what he says about it, and it's so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
But yeah, and I know you played the thing with DeSantis saying, oh, "How many of you in here plan on voting for me?" He goes like, "Oh, great, one guy. That's embarrassing.
Oh, I didn't
One
know about that,
guy."
but DeSantis is trouble too. He's not going to win.
Yeah.
They're,
No.
do you think our
So
friends on the right? Do you think they realize that they're actually helping the Democrats? Do you think they realize this?
I don't know that they know that they're helping, but they are. And so then I'm like trying to figure out, like, okay, so Mike Pence. So Mike Pence supports Ukraine. So he went over to Ukraine.
I did.
Supports the war in Ukraine. Says that people should not be touting Putin. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And then you got
Right.
Chris Christie that is bringing out all the Trump crime family issues.
Right.
So I'm wondering which one they're going to go with. You're going to Chris Christie or Mike Pence? Who's going to be your nominee? Because you know Trump's not going to
Trump
be there.
supporters, can we get a poll in here, moderators? Who are you gonna go with? Chris Christie or Mike Pence? And please be honest. This is a safe and secure election. All right. I don't know if one of my mods can run it, but I'm. Oh no! It's not Mike
No
Pence.
Trump.
How's Mike Pence a traitor? And it's not the Biden.
Trump, guys. Trust me, it's not going to be Trump. The man's going to be pleading before we know it. He's going to be pleading guilty, and he's going to have to step out. So y'all need to think about which way you're going to go. Like you need to wake up so you're not going to be crying. Like you need to understand we're trying to help you. Like I just kind of want to know, like when are they going to get sick of losing? When are they going to get sick and wake up? Like everything we have said has come true. Every single thing.
Please put those blue waves in the comment section, please, ladies and gentlemen, please, because I want the Trump supporters that are here to see. These are real votes. These are real people that are going to be making sure Biden gets a second term. So yes, please, yes, ladies and gentlemen, look at those blue waves in the comment section.
Yeah, everything we said is going to be true.
What was that?
Oh no, everything we said is true. Like I told Snuggles 3 times now that the Brunson versus Adams won't even get looked at, but he just, listen, there's just nothing. I'm just like, okay, I don't know what to tell you.
Snuggles, does he really think that 22-380 has a chance? Is he still thinking?
Sadly, he does. I don't know why he thinks that's going to happen.
Oh
I
my gosh, Snuggles.
That technicality. I mean, it's nowhere in the Constitution that is going to any of that's going to be overridden. Once it's certified, it's done. The election was certified on December 14th. It has nothing to do with January 6th, but yet they just sit there and go, but they were supposed to like let them, like investigate. I was like, well, maybe they could have if y'all had not stormed the Capitol, but
Facts. They stormed the Capitol.
Thought about that, yeah.
but they call it a peaceful protest. What they did on January 6th. You're saying that's not what it was?
No. I think some were there just to protest, and some had their brain and they didn't walk in. And there were, like I said, there were people there that were just there to support their president and cry and hold up all their Trump flags. But most of them were. But there was a group in there that was hell bent on, tearing things up and going after people. They had zip ties and all that stuff. So they weren't there for any good. No, not all of them.
Were they Trump supporters? Those folks?
Yeah, obviously.
Once again, treasonous traitors, hypocrites, criminals, Trump supporters. Cut it out. We've once again keep finding you next to the crime scene.
And the guy that wanted to go after Obama, right? He was a January 6er. I think he was on the run. They were trying to find him. If I have that right, let me know in the comments.
They were going after Barack Hussein Obama?
Yeah, because Trump gave him his address, and of course it's not hard.
Trump gave him the...
He doxed him. Doxed him, and so he was out there with explosives and all kinds of stuff, but he was also there at January 6th. The FBI's been looking for him.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, you know what? Guess what? I'm only going to have, now that you said that, I hope Jack Smith, I know you got 45, possibly more charges to add to Donald Trump, but if you could, please listen to me. Do me a huge favor and do that one trick that Trump says you know how to do.
Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges.
Can you add another 36 and go ahead and just put it all on him right at this point?
Just slap it all down.
I won't even bat an eye. I won't even look. Just do whatever you can to Donald Trump, Jack Smith. It's all you. He's all yours.
He's exactly. You can have him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is fun to watch. So yeah, the Supreme Court is the Supreme Court, but listen, we did get Moore v. Harper. We have gotten a few things that I think they've made some good decisions on. But the last thing I'll leave you with, and so okay, so everybody thinks you have the right as a business owner to serve the people and follow your religious convictions, right?
They
So
say that.
I just want to make sure you understand that you also now can be denied services if people don't like your hair color, or if people don't like your religion, if people don't like your skin color, if people don't like your sexuality, if people don't like anything about you, now they can just deny you service. And I don't think you guys have thought about this at all. The repercussions of that decision will come down on people that have never been denied services in their life.
Wow.
These white cis straight men lose their
Tell them, Shay.
I mean,
They
this
think
is
it's going to
what's
be.
going to happen.
They think we'll be the ones that are, negatively impacted by this for the most part. And it's like, newsflash, if you can do it, so can everyone else now.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. And listen, I understand. I think
Use
people
your
should.
noggin.
I think people should be able to do what they want if it's their business. I get that. I get the freedom cause. I understand that. I run a business myself.
Right.
I've turned down jobs not due to people's sexuality or skin color or whatever, but if it's just not the right job for me. I understand that. But the problem is when you open this up, and I just think you're an idiot to turn down money, honestly, but that's your business.
Right.
But now that the Supreme Court has been forced to get in on this stupid little web designer, it now has opened up everything that people can finally say, fine, if I'm going to discriminate it against, then I might as well discriminate as well. I mean, you just don't understand. That's the problem with it.
Don't come into my store wearing that MAGA gear.
Deny you service now. You guys flipped out when you wouldn't wear a mask. You remember when they wouldn't wear a mask and they would be denied service, and all those TikTok videos of the Karens?
Yeah.
Just watch. It's going to be just because they're a Karen, they're going to get denied service.
They didn't want to wear a mask to help to stop the spread of the virus, but then the fires are burning and they run and they've shoved their whole face in the mask. Y'all folks need to cut it out. Seriously.
So I just think y'all don't think this whole thing through. Discrimination is never okay. It just isn't. Whether it's your religious thoughts or your freedoms or not, it's not okay. But anyway, it is what it is. All right. Thanks, Zeus. This was fun to talk to you twice today. What a good day.
Right? I had to get back out here because every live, we follow some of the same friends on the right. You go in there and you see in the comments, the Democrats are crying. They're crying. I'm like, I am not crying. None of us are.
All of this is just going to help us win. It's just bolstering us more. It's just exciting us more. It's just hyping that man up behind you more. Just watch. We're not crying.
We're not crying. Yes.
You white women that finally had a chance to get into college, you benefited more than anything else with affirmative action. Wah, wah, wah.
And if we are crying, they are tears of joy. All right.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we will go in the right direction. Things will come forward. Just listen. Progress takes a lot. It's painful and it's long and hard to get through, but we'll get there. We will get there. Yes, we shall. Overcome.
We shall overcome, like the good old soul musical said. Yes.
Right.
All right, Shay. Well, listen, thank you so
everybody.
much.
Have a wonderful weekend. All right.
All right.
Bye.
You too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give the beautiful Shay a wonderful round of applause. It's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay? And there's a lot of shame to go around in the Republican Party. Yes. You keep attacking women's reproductive freedoms. You keep making promises to the American people and breaking them right in front of our very eyes. You do. You default to name calling and bigotry and evil rhetoric and vile. And then you do all of that, and you know what they do? They go get the letters CHRI all the way till the letter N, Christian. They put it all across their chest. Like they think there's some modern day Tupac Shakurs out here for the Christian community. Shame on you. They don't like me because I tell the truth. Well, guess what? I'd rather tell the truth and be realer than you than to be out here believing a lie, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. We're going to go in a little bit of a different direction because they say it's an echo chamber, and I don't think it is, but it's just people in here telling the truth. Lucy Lou, thank you for that subscription. All right, the conservative, greetings. How are you?
How you doing, Zeus?
I am all right. I seen you down there giving my friends in the you're giving my friends a hard time. Why?
Because you're one-sided.
I get that's how you feel, but I'm actually quite ambidextrous. All right. Now, what do you think makes me one-sided?
That's your perspective. Well, you were talking about PPP loans for Republicans, like Democrats didn't benefit by that.
Right.
Right. And then you talk about abortion. I'm a Democrat, and I 100% support the right for abortions. But I do understand the Republicans' point of view.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'm glad. So you're a Democrat, but you're like me. You're a MAGA whisperer.
A MAGA whisperer?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that's just some more hate that you're spewing, dude. You should.
Oh, well, you said you're a Democrat, right?
Yeah, but I try to understand both sides. I'm not going to just hate people like you guys do.
Oh, well, I don't think I have an ounce of hate in my bones, conservative. So I'm going to need you to retract that. I'm going to need you to retract that statement, all right? Because you know that's like somebody bearing a false witness. Now, what have I said that you would say allows you to categorically define me without a fair trial as a person that hates? What is it that you think makes me a person that hates?
Every single one of your lives, every day.
You're good, right?
Dude. Yeah, I think you're a cool person, and if we'd never talked about politics, we could probably be friends. But you have such an extreme point of view. You're misleading people.
Oh, that's your opinion.
Yeah, just like you spew your opinion on your lives that are all non-fact.
Well, let me say this. Every day I get on, right? And I'm sure you watch. And I play this sound.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country,
now I want you to listen.
If you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy,
that's for extremist liberals
complaining all the time
who don't like their country.
You can leave. You can leave right now.
Right.
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
And then I end with that. Why would you say in my live if you don't like what I'm doing?
Because
it makes sense to me because I don't want to force you to be here.
You're not forcing me to be here. I want to be here the day you're wrong. And I want to join your live and I want to hear you say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Just like you did with the impeachments, just like you did with the Russian collude. Oh, wait a minute. You never apologized for being wrong about that. You just spewed lies about it. Remember?
No.
You and your boys, you and your TikToker buddies just pop champagne bottles. Trump's going to jail. Trump's going to jail. But guess what happened? You were wrong.
Conservative.
It's like you're going to be wrong about this indictment, but you just keep pushing the hate, dude.
Conservative. Now, you know I don't even drink. I thought you were being honest. So where is this champagne popping at? Exactly. Now, I'm going to move on to the next part, the next guest, all right? Because I just have a feeling you don't really care about the truth.
Are you a Christian? Are you a Christian, Zeus?
No, not at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I have a lot of people who love Zeus. I think I want to address what I just heard in the comment section, because what it is, ladies and gentlemen, is this is what happens when people don't follow instructions and they end up probably having to deal with the consequences of their actions. Now, I've said it before and I've said it again. Why would you be in a toxic relationship when you don't have to be? The choice has always been yours. You said I was up here popping bottles? When? Where did I get the bottles from? What kind of alcohol was it? Cut it out. I'm going to say this to you. Shame. Now, you know why you're upset. I'm going to tell you why. You're upset because Donald J. Trump is getting indicted, right? 71 felonies. I would be upset if I were you. You're upset, possibly. Well, actually, I think you are. Because every day I get on live and I do what? I show you example after example of several members of the Republican Party who are out here being caught in the very acts that they are trying to accuse the Democrats of. And it bothers you that you can't hide it from us, right? If you want to, you are more than welcome, sir, to get on your own platform and do what it is that you do, okay? You stick to doing what you do and you let Zeus do what he does, all right? And I like how you said, Zeus, you never apologize. And I told you, well, listen, I'll apologize if I get it wrong. But the problem here is I tend to be right most of the time. You are wrong. And if you want to talk about spewing hateful rhetoric, I don't think you're getting that from Zeus. You're getting that from those in your own party, okay? And like I said, you say you protect the kids, you call yourself Christians, but I'm not seeing that in your actions or your conduct. So, once again, to my friend who got in the box, he said his name is conservative, but he's a Democrat. I said, well, you're a MAGA whisperer. Oh, that's hateful, Zeus. Do you think what I'm doing is hateful, or do you think what those folks did on January 6th is hateful? You're mad? I heard you. The liberals are crying today. They're so triggered. I said, no, I'm not triggered. We got President Biden right there. As soon as the Supreme Court came out, what did they say? We're not going to help these students with their debt relief. What did President Biden do? He gets out here front and center and addresses the American people like a real commander-in-chief. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. And he let the American people know that, you know what, I did promise you student loan relief, but these folks on the right, those Republicans that love to steal the vision and take from President Biden's accomplishments, he said, we're going to try a different path. And if you call that hate, sir, sign me up. And keep waiting for me to be wrong. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's bring up our next guest. Oh, my gosh. Keep waiting for me to be wrong. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I enjoyed that a little too much. I know.
For him to be a conservative Democrat, that's fine and well and good. And yes, there were some Democrats that got the PPE loans. But here's the thing. Let's look at the statistics here.
Tell them, Kim.
Okay? Yeah, they got them.
Yeah.
They actually did what they were supposed to do with them. Unlike, I don't know, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh.
And some other people, some other Republicans. They did not need them at all. They just took it. That's like, that's like sitting there going, hey, it's free lunch, go take it. But guess what? We'll take free lunches for students who actually need it.
And they do that, don't they?
And see what Joe Biden did? He learned from Obama. Let's call a spade a spade.
Amen.
Because what he did is he pulled a you on you.
And can you unpack that a little bit more? Because some people didn't hear.
You had a black president. You had your vice president who's Joe Biden. Do you honestly think that Obama didn't teach him some tricks? The man is from Chicago.
Amen.
He took it to the streets. Y'all just mad about it.
They are mad, right? They said we're mad. They're the ones that are mad, huh?
That's the thing. They want to sit there and say the Democrats are mad or whatever, but it's like, no, you've got people mad for the right reasons, not for the wrong ones. And what was it? What's her name said earlier about these Gen Z?
The Gen Zers.
Whoo, y'all are in trouble. That's all I can tell you. Because I got a Gen Zer. Y'all are in deep because they are so tired. They are so tired of the Republican Party.
But wait a minute. They think that the Gen Z is actually more energized than ever before to be a part of what they're doing. You're saying that's not true?
Nope, because you got Gen Xers leading the charge.
Ooh.
And the Gen Xers are leading the charge. The Gen Xers are done. They've been tired of it, right?
It's over.
Most of us have been tired of it. And those are our kids. Do you not think that you don't have some influence?
Tell them, Kim, they don't understand
it. What's going on is it's like letting loose a rabid dog. You know, they gonna get y'all. They gonna get y'all because they're gonna they're gonna upset this cart because here's the thing, they're tired of it. Y'all have sit there and stripped them from being able to go to schools. You've done, all this stuff. And you think they're not gonna come for y'all's necks? They got y'all on chop block. Y'all just don't know about it yet.
Hey, man.
See, I like how Biden turned around and said, okay, I already knew y'all were gonna do this. But what happened was, back in the background, I had already made me a plan. Because I knew where y'all were gonna go.
Right here, right?
Robinette, Biden, gotcha.
Tell him, Kim.
Gotcha. That's your gotcha moment.
Yeah. They should be. You know why they're upset, and it started to click. I think they're upset because none of their insults work, right?
See, the whole thing about affirmative action, that's great and everything. You want to turn around and remove that, and it's supposed to benefit, the white women. But right. See, here's the problem.
Tell me.
Here's the problem. You already got, because you want to do that. Do you understand that the majority of the graduates for medical are black females?
Ooh.
Black females.
Right. Go ahead and update their software.
They had not too long ago. It was a class, and they were all black females. All black females.
Go ahead and say it. What are you really trying to say?
I ain't trying to say nothing. The writing's on the wall. You can either read it or ignore it. It's your choice. You don't need, look, it's not in black lights. So, it's not in invisible ink, so you don't need a black light to see it. It's plain as day.
Right. It's plain as day.
The only thing they did when they did the affirmative action, okay, you get the little white kids to go to school.
Need to cut it out.
But what's that proving?
Right.
That's really showing the racism. That is exactly what that's doing.
Oh, so it's showing they racism. I knew it.
Y'all have been saying the quiet part out loud these days. But if you really want to go there like that, we already know we already know that Uncle Tom Clarence is not going to stand for black folks. So,
what?
We already know that. You stack the Supreme Court.
They ought to be ashamed of flying. They should never be allowed to salute the American flag until they repent and turn away from their wickedness.
Here's the thing. They stacked the Supreme Court. Do you honestly think, and you pissed off women left and right.
You think that's going to get them more women?
Y'all thought y'all can make females have babies now? All because of a book that was written in the 80s? Okay, well, guess what? How many of you men are getting it now? Probably none of y'all.
Oh, wow.
Let's call a spade a spade. People, when you start telling a woman what she can and cannot do, do you think she's just going to roll over and let you have what you want? No.
No. You don't look more attractive. You're not handsome. You look nasty.
Women have fought too hard to get where we are to allow any man, and I do mean any man, tell us what we can and cannot do.
That's right. You won't get another thing. If you had some, you ain't getting none.
It's ridiculous how people sit there and think that they got what they want. All I know is like this. I wonder how Florida's grocery shelves are looking since nobody wants to go there. As far as
and don't come to California and ask us for our groceries. All that trash you've been talking about California, no way.
I mean, here's the thing: you sit there and you have you had a governor, people, period, turn around and run off your labor force. How you? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand the thinking behind that. I mean, I guess I've got to be slow or something. I don't know, but I don't get that.
No. Responsibility to connect the dots when it comes to confusion and foolishness. That's not our business. But
not even Abbott is that dumb. I mean, he does some dumb stuff for people in Texas, but damn, y'all, DeSantis took the cake on that one.
Yeah, and that's why I say the trap that they're trying to set for everyone else, they're the ones that are going to ultimately fall in it. And it's like, newsflash, did you not see this coming? We've been sitting here telling you 100%, promise to tell you nothing but the truth, so help me God. We've been telling you the truth, and you didn't listen to us, and instead, you sabotaged yourself and tried to blame the Democrats. Now you got to lay in the mess you created.
And see, and I don't understand how you've been telling people, like, you've been lying. I don't understand it. Especially everything that you say, I think it's in writing behind your head most of the time when you're talking about it. But then again, hey, like they say, ignorance is bliss.
Right. I mean, and you know why? And that's why I'm going to keep doing what I do.
An indictment is kind of like a guilty. It's your it's like kind of saying you're guilty without saying you're guilty. It's like, we're going to tell you have these charges.
Did I tell them that Trump was going to get indicted? Remember, you were there with us months ago with me, and they thought it was funny when I said Jack Smith is going to get indicted, and they didn't believe it.
But you honestly think did y'all not notice how quiet and stealthily Jack Smith moved? Did you not pay attention? That was ninja style. He sat back there and just was collecting evidence, just collecting it. And the crazy part was people were coming to him. He wasn't looking for them.
Trying to get those queen for a day deals.
And I mean, look, what was it just recently? He was like, well, yeah, y'all won't be, I won't charge y'all if y'all go ahead and give me the dirt. And how many are rolling over right now?
I mean, all of them.
I mean, there's a line.
All of them. Everybody's flipping on Trump. Their middle name should be Flipper. Okay, that's what they are. A bunch of flippers. Where's my dolphin sound? I need a dolphin sound effect. Okay.
I mean, when you are that close to something and you about to get, and you could be dragged down with them, it's called CYA. Cover your, you know what I'm saying?
Cover your apples. Yes.
They doing it. They are putting as much distance as they can between themselves and Trump.
Yeah. So who was really lying then? Was I lying when I said that Donald Trump was going to get indicted? Was I lying?
Here's what kills me the most. Trump ran his mouth to the one person who got Nixon left up. I mean, got Nixon in trouble. Really? Seriously? Do you not pay? See, this is what happens when you'll take stuff out of history books.
Yeah. Oh, let them keep taking it out of the history books, okay? Because they're going to end up self-sabotaging.
Nixon, nobody would have known nothing. But, I mean, this is a repeat. You ran your mouth to the one person who got Nixon hemmed up, and here you are. Just jabberjaw.
Jabberjaw. Tell him, Kim. Well, listen, I'm going to have to bring up some more of our friends, but listen, as always.
I'm rebraiding my hair because it seems to be, at least doing this shows I have some kind of, Yeah. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Right. I'm glad Biden came back and is helping helping the students, because disabled veterans did get, they got their little stuff because Congress takes care of that. But the rest of the people should not have to suffer because somebody wants to be greedy.
Thank you. And they won't. Not as long as Dark Brandon is in office.
Go ahead.
All right, Kim. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. You got anything planned?
Yeah, peace and quiet and music.
Yeah, all right. Well, listen, keep up the good work, all right? And I will be right there cheering you on. Ladies and gentlemen, later, let's give the beautiful Kim a round of applause. It's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth. No lies detected. And I hope all of the Trump supporters that are still here, you're listening, and you're listening for that kernel of truth that will free you from your bondage, because you don't have to stay here, okay? And I know you're waiting for that day. You're waiting for that day when President Biden ends up losing. But I'm going to tell you this. Keep on waiting, okay? As a matter of fact, you should wait about another 4 more years. Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Swervin! Ah, my man! How are you doing, sir?
Can I get a what?
What?
What's happening, Zeus? How you doing, my brother?
Oh man, another day in the kingdom, and now I feel better seeing you. You look good.
Well, I'm still in the hospital, but you know, I'm hanging in there. I got a new piece of bling in my neck. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh my God.
But
oh man, does it hurt?
Ironically, no, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Well,
I can twist my head and twist my neck and everything, so
Well, it's an honor to have you in this live under these conditions. Okay, so
thank
we're
you.
gonna try.
Appreciate that.
We're gonna try to take it easy. Okay, I don't want you to get too up and down. Let's keep it even kill.
No, I'm good. I got some good medicine in me.
All right,
So I'm good. But so I actually wanted to first order of business. I actually wanted to come in, and I don't know if he's in here or not, but I wanted to come in and give Snuggles a shout out.
Oh, yeah.
If I could, and you know I don't.
I know how you and Snuggles down. Yes.
But I held a live yesterday. I've been calling it Swervin's visiting hours.
Oh, okay.
So that my friends can come in and check up on me, and you know I can give an update. And Snuggles came in there.
Okay.
And wished me Godspeed, and said he hopes I get better soon. And I think he may have gifted me or something like that. So I just wanted to take a minute and give him a shout out. Politically on the spectrum, we are polar opposites.
Right.
But you know,
like I say, he's 99.9% wrong, but there is that 1%, right, that you kind of have to, just roll with.
Like I said, he came into my live and was very civil, was very nice, and I just wanted to give him a shout out and say thank you to him for that. And I said it to him last night in my live, and I'll thank him again here publicly. I appreciate
it. And
that.
he came in my live today and also did the same thing. So it's nice that, despite the political talk, we all have this ability to connect with each other, right?
Exactly. And that's what I like more than anything else, is that connection on a human level, where you reach down deep and you say, you know what, I can put this aside for the sake of humanity. Correct. I can put this aside for the sake of my own mental peace. And if it may hurt me to say this to Swervin, but damn, I don't want to see the dude suffer. I don't want to see the dude get hemmed up, and I would say the same thing to anyone else, Absolutely. Politically. MJ came into my live last night and he got in the box and said, yeah, man, we're on different sides of the spectrum, but I appreciate you, and I'm glad to see you're up and about and stuff like that. So
nice. So see, all is not as they say it is, right?
No, it's not. No, it's not. And speaking of all not being what they say it is, I've always been curious when people come into your lives, because I've seen the comments going by here for the past few minutes while you were talking to your other guest, talking about the Biden crime family.
Oh God, they love saying that.
I don't know why they're saying it, because the Bidens have not been indicted for anything. Hunter Biden, he took a plea deal.
Right.
And people are like, oh, the very IRS that they defunded, they wanted that IRS to just nail him to the wall. Right. But they didn't, because he paid the fine. He paid his fines. He paid his back taxes. He got himself caught up. They didn't need to go and subpoena him for this, that, and the other thing. Right. He did what was required of him according to the IRS rules. So when the IRS decided they were not going to prosecute him, well, now all of a sudden we need to defund the IRS or we need to defund the FBI, this, that, and the other thing. You know, it's amazingly incredible how they don't even see their own hypocrisy. You know,
Bingo.
Joe Biden is guilty of something. Oh man, that's a nice train.
That's a nice train, right? Thank you so much.
Joe Biden is guilty of something with no evidence. They have no whistleblower. James Durham has no evidence. The bombshell indictments that we were supposed to get out of the Durham report, they never came to be. Whistleblower, he's nowhere to be found. These 17 tapes that they claim to have, can't nobody find them now all of a sudden. But they know Joe Biden is guilty. They know Hillary Clinton is guilty. But when it comes to Donald Trump facing 60 plus indictments, they're like, oh, well, he's innocent until proven guilty.
It doesn't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't. That's that hypocrisy that I'm talking about.
Exactly.
They'll flag Joe Biden as a P3DO. Man's been in the public eye for 50 years. We never heard of this until he decided to run for president. So for 50 years, he kept his nose clean. Nothing ever happened. And now all of a sudden, and the only ones who are making these accusations are the people that don't like him.
Wow. So what does that say about their credibility?
They have none.
Facts!
Zeus, I posted a video when all of this stuff came out about Joe Biden and them calling him a P3DO and Ashley Biden's diary and this. I posted a video on my TikTok, and this is years ago. You can go find it if you scroll through.
Okay.
I said, I will take $10,000 of my own money and put it in escrow. And anyone who can point me to legitimate, credible evidence that Joe Biden is this P3DO, I will send you that money. But when I say credible evidence, I want docket numbers, I want court filings, I want witness statements. I wanted credible evidence.
Right.
All I got was, go look at this picture, go look at that picture. That's not credible evidence.
That's not credible evidence.
Someone could snap a picture of me kissing my wife on the cheek, go, oh, look at him, he's trying to suck her face up. He's such a prevert.
Oh!
You know what I mean?
Lord!
So it's just amazing to me, the hypocrisy that goes on their side. And they're either, I can't say that they're in denial anymore. They're just willfully ignorant.
Oh.
Because all they care about is owning the libs.
Oh.
Owning the libs. I remember in 2016 when Trump won, it was facts over feelings, right? Now all of a sudden that Trump lost, it's, well, I just feel that the election was rigged. Yeah, well, the fact of the matter is the evidence says something totally different. So we don't care about your feelings. We care about factual information.
Right.
You know, and as you've heard me say, Zeus, what's that?
I said, tell him, brother Swervin.
Well, as you've heard me say, Zeus, on your live and in my own lives, other people's lives, don't ever believe a thing that I tell you.
Right.
Go look it up for yourself. That way you'll actually learn something. But to sit here and say, well, Yahoo isn't a credible source and Twitter isn't a credible source. Yeah, we know that. That's why I don't use Yahoo or Twitter. But a news article is a news article.
Amen.
If I find that news article at msnbc.com, or I find that exact same article at rubbergloveduckies.org, it's going to be the same article.
It's the same one written by the same person.
Exactly.
You can email them.
It's been reposted by someone else. But they'll never tell us where they get their information. You know, I saw a comment go by, said, oh, y'all still believe the media. Well, apparently you believe the media also because you just made that comment. So whatever media it is you're watching,
get them.
It's telling you something.
Tell them.
And that's the truth of it. And they don't even understand that.
Where do they do they think social media is not part of the media?
Oh, social media has been part of the media for over a decade now, especially with the advent of Twitter. Twitter reporters, when they have a breaking story, Twitter allows these reporters to get it out to millions in a matter of seconds.
Right.
It's also a way that, you know, in some industries, customers who have a bad experience with a service technician in their home, they can get on Twitter and let thousands of people know about it in seconds. Right.
Amen.
So yeah, it's there. It's part of the media. But if you read something on Twitter, guess what? Go back and find the original article.
That part.
Don't just believe what it is you're reading on Twitter. I had somebody tell me that they got their news from Facebook. I'm like, why? Why? Did you trace the original article back to its source and see what it said?
Most of the time, those on the Facebook side, they forgot all about how Russia and Facebook colluded with Donald Trump. They forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Preservative Sin told you yesterday. You know I don't like to use names.
I know,
So
I know.
it's like
That was a
Preservative.
good one.
It's like Preservative Sin told you yesterday. Zeus, I know you use Yahoo and Twitter. I'm like,
I don't use Yahoo. Every now and then I go on Twitter.
I'm just sitting here like, well, the stuff that he puts up in the background behind him, you're not going to find that on Twitter.
No.
You know, he has specific. Like the message that you put up from Donald Trump, that didn't from Truth Social, that didn't come from Twitter, or you know, it just.
They think Donald Trump. I'm getting Trump news off of Yahoo. That's hilarious, Swervin. You're right. I'm glad you caught that. Cut it out, yo.
Yeah, I don't get it. We can get, and let's face it, Donald Trump is one of the most polarizing figures of our time. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Not just as a former president, but just as who he is today. He is one of the most polarizing figures of our time. Everybody in the world knows him, right? So everything that happens with him, everybody and their mom is going to be reporting on it.
Right.
How minute they may think it is, everybody's going to be reporting on it. But if you see the exact same article in several different locations, guess what? It's a credible article.
Right.
But if you're just absorbing your media, if your media diet consists of Fox News, Breitbart, Steve Bannon show, who's that other dude? Oh shoot, I can't even think of his name now.
There's a lot of them.
The podcaster, Joe Rogan.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Tucker Carlson.
Well, he ain't nowhere right now.
He's on Twitter. He's on Twitter. A lot of people love him.
I'm not going. I don't care enough about Tucker Carlson to follow him that way. But if your media diet is all right wing news, that's all you're going to hear, and you're going to hear about how bad the Democrats are doing, how bad they bumbled this, how bad they screwed this up. The infrastructure bill doesn't work. Nobody's been put back to work. Blah 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 blah. And they're going to lie, gaslight, and dog whistle. If you listen to just left wing, guess what? You're going to get everything is wine and roses that the Democrats do. Right. So you have to find that tertiary source that's going to take you down the middle of the road to help you understand better what it is you're reading and try to get you to see that there are two different sides to every story.
And that part,
that's what people need to understand. I get so sick of this Biden crime family this. Well, you know what? Somebody needs to charge him already.
Yes.
Somebody needs to charge him with something, anything. Charge him with jaywalking.
Yeah.
When he fell off his bike that time, he wasn't in the middle of a crosswalk. That's jaywalking.
You should have got him then.
Should have got him in. If James Brown got to go, Joe Biden got to go. I'm sorry.
Tell him, brother, swear.
Okay. But that's the way it ought to be.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just wish people would take a moment and just stop and think about what it is. There's like this.
Yeah.
Where we have what 665 people in here right now.
Brave.
A little while ago, you had over 900, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's no way I would want to give 900 people fake information.
I'm not. That's not my style. Neither do I. Neither would I, brother Swervin.
Oh, I know it's not your style.
Thank you.
But believe me, man, I know it's not your style. I know you are not the type of guy to come out here and intentionally spread false information, knowingly spread false information, or even repeat something that you know is false by going, well, I heard this. You know, I know that's just not you. Okay. Nope. And that's why we listen to you. That's why we follow you. That's why we love you, because you also give us that opportunity, as well as people on the right, to come into the box and tell the truth or speak the truth as they understand it, and then go from there. Yeah. That's what it's all about. Sharing of information, getting down and talking with each other on that human level, and not just railing each other and dragging each other through the mud at every chance.
That part.
That's what it's all about right there. So, Zeus, having said that, I got some medicine I need to take, and they're gonna pull some more. See this green one right here?
Okay, yeah.
See that green one? They're gonna be
Yeah, yeah,
injecting
yeah.
they're gonna be injecting some really good stuff in that one in a little while.
Well, listen, brother,
So
blast off and enjoy the ride. And thank you for
that's
coming in this live under these conditions and speaking the truth. All right.
I try, man. I would never let you down. And I was in your live this morning listening, but I couldn't get into the box. I had doctor after doctor come in and talk to me. I was like, damn it! And then I heard the song playing. This is how I move when you're talking like Zeus. This is how I chill, little mama. Let me play with your caboose. This is how, because I'm sweet like a tooth and I kick it like a mongoose. I'm like, damn, he all over the place. And I heard that, and the next doctor walked in, damn it, I'm gonna miss him.
Dang,
Oh well, I
man, you gonna make me hit play on that, man. You better cut it out.
It's all good, brother. Having said that, Zeus, I am gonna yield the remaining balance of my time back to the kingdom.
All right.
You have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your holiday. And I'll be thinking about you while I'm sitting up here in my hospital room.
All right, as will I. And listen, prayers going out to you, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Let's wish Brother Swervin a, first of all, good time wherever he's going on those meds. All right. And have a great rest of your day, brother.
I'm going to try my best, my friend. Thanks again, Zeus. I love you, man. You be good and y'all be safe out there. I'll see you, everyone.
All right. Have a good one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Swervin. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, listen, Zeus has to go tend to other affairs in his kingdom. But before I depart, I got to just make sure I give my closing remarks. All right. So as we can see, President Biden once again rose to the occasion to stand up for the American people who have once again found themselves to be the victims of those on the right, especially the Trump supporters. Now, while many people are out here branding themselves as such, right? They call themselves Christians. They call themselves conservatives. And they get in the box and they say terrible things about you. They say terrible things about Zeus too. Zeus, you're wrong. Zeus, you're evil. You're spreading hate. I want you to make sure you keep this one thing in mind. It doesn't matter what people say as long as you tell the truth. They say the truth will set you free. And that's exactly what we are doing. We are setting the captive free from the darkness that Donald J. Trump and the Republican Party have brought on these lovely United States of America. Now, like Swervin said, you don't have to take our words for it. No, by all means. You can go look this stuff up yourself. When I do the shows in the morning, I think, Kim, you were there, right? You were right. I put the headlines up there. I put the sources there. I get the audio clips. And I do that so that you can screen record it. Actually, I upload these videos to YouTube. You should go over there. YouTube channel. It doesn't get as much traffic as TikTok, but it's there. It's there so that we can all go back and say, where was the lie detected? I'm with you, Irish. The thing is, when it comes to the truth, they don't care about it. They won't look it up. I have put the truth front and center several times on TikTok to these folks, and they will do one of the best magic tricks I've ever seen. You put the truth in front of their faces, their eyelids, their ears is wide open, and they'll go, I can't see it. I can't hear it. It's an amazing skill set that they have. I.e., for instance, I think I was in that live that you were talking about. We were once again debating when Donald Trump got impeached and why. These folks, they don't even know why Donald Trump was impeached. They went around and they said he got impeached over the Russia hoax. No! He was impeached because of that perfect phone call to Ukraine and for that peaceful protest on January 6th, ladies and gentlemen. To the Republican Party, I'm going to say it again. Shame on you. You cannot continue to do evil, do wrong in this country and expect good things to happen, all right? Like your good book that you say you follow says, an evil tree cannot bring forth good fruit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a lovely rest of your day. Have a great weekend. And I will be back bright and early at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time, Monday through Friday, Trump supporters especially, giving you more truth. All right? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your day.
Crossing Radio.
Yeah. We are out of here.
It's like I'm stuck in time.
You all did great.
It's like deja vu.
It really is.
It's me, Zeus. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm not here flying first class. Gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage, tanks full of gas. I play the game so raw, I won't finish last. Sitting in my living room, screaming how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you rich and famous. The algorithm turned into a maniac. Yeah, I guess we going viral cause my zodiac. Yeah, I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. And if they is my ex, that mean they left me. They don't give replies if they text me. I say it with my chest cause I mean it. Got a lot of confidence and I'm conceited. Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off in a spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into Zeus's live in a couple of days. That shit was radical.
Very radical.
It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu. Deja vu. Over and over. It's like deja vu. Cause we feel like soldiers. Like deja vu. I thought I told you. It's deja vu when I'm running up the tracks. Yeah, I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. It's Return of the Mac. They say I'm off the rails. I can't wait for you. I get it for myself. So many places to be. I got plenty. Like you did it before we start trending. Don't mistake me for a lame or a goofy. Rockstar life is like a movie. Hollywood, where you be at? I remember when I used to drive a Fiat. Now they looking for me like a Ray Epps. It's a conspiracy how I keep on getting checks. This money keep on falling like it's dominoes. Special delivery and I got a lot to know. Feeling like I've been here before. Deja vu is hitting me to the core. Memories flashing back once more. Feeling like I'm living in a metaphor. Yeah, it's deja vu. It's deja vu, I feel like I'm stuck in time. It's deja vu, I feel like I'm losing my mind. It's deja vu, I can't escape this rhyme. It's deja vu, it's a never ending climb. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back. It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash.
Jack Smith. He's a Trump hater. His wife's a Trump hater.
And he's a big Trump hater.
Trump hater. They all hate Trump. They hate him with a passion. They'll do anything they can to hurt Trump. But he's a harasser and an abuser.
And he's a big Trump hater.
Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. He's deranged. Jack Smith. He's deranged. Did the FBI do